very large nation. I think fragmented up, we're not a great nation. I think Alberta, Saskatchewan, and British Columbia, when you put that together, one of the three automatically has very little to offer, and the other one doesn't like us very much.
Yeah.
It's not it would never work.
There's not enough people to sustain it.
No, not anywhere near enough people, and we would never get along with anything. What does Saskatchewan bring to the party? Potash, woo, canola. We're fine, guys.
Although, when you really think about it, you got oil, canola, and BC has got tons of things. Between those three, that's pretty much, that would be enough for the most part. As long as you market and sell it correctly, that would be enough to sustain the three provinces together as its own little entity. That would technically work.
To take it more seriously, Saskatchewan's also got they've invested a massive amount into soy farms, and they've got these massive soy farms, which they can which is fantastic for international trade.
But horrible for the local animal populations.
Yeah, but it's very lucrative, and kind of always it's one of those commodities that's always trending upwards. So the three provinces could pull it off. I just don't see it as being beneficial. Really, it would be more of a struggle than it's worth, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. Again, it's like communism. It works well on paper, but it never works well when you put it into play.
Yeah, that's right. Well,
so, all you 53% of you people polled, shut up.
I don't know who these people are who keep getting polled. I never get polled on anything. I want to get polled. Send me a poll. Eric@ericgord.com. Poll me about something.
Yeah, I fucking dare you. Like I say about everything, I fucking dare you to ask me my opinion.
That's a good secondary slogan we should work in there. Go ahead, don't vote for us. I fucking dare you.
Yeah, watch what happens.
Vote for someone else. We fucking dare you. Fuck the fuck. Eric Gord, I haven't put that on our website yet. I should. Our website's doing fantastic, by the way. Thank you, everybody, for visiting and for listening. We're third out of popular platforms to listen to Eric and Gord. I think that's really cool. I didn't expect that from our website. I know I haven't done as much maintenance as I should be doing. I will try to get back doing that more diligently. But at any rate, thanks, everybody, for checking us out. There'll be some updates later on in the week on that.
Awesome.
I was going to send you another report tonight, actually, about that, Gord, but we'll talk later.
Okay.
I'm trying to be as quiet as possible because I'm in a sort of a quiet place. So I do apologize for that. I can't get quite as worked up as I wanted to about your big story, but Alabama, following their good buddies Georgia right along, although there is an asterisk to this. But Gord, why don't you tell the people who didn't hear today what they did in Alabama?
Alabama needs to be wiped off the fucking face of the earth. They have literally passed a law, as everybody has heard now, because it's been all over the news, all over the fucking place right now. I should say they passed law. The law has been put forward. It has been voted on and everything else, and it hasn't been officially put through yet.
The governor signed it through.
Yeah, so it's expected to go through, where they have actually banned abortion.
Unless you're raped.
No, rape and incest are not included in that.
I did read further about this, and the governor herself admits that it's in no way enforceable because it is in direct contravention of Roe v. Wade. It's not enforceable at all, and it's more of sorry, just to bring attention to the fact that they want it reopened. So it's just it's ornamental, really. They know they can't enforce it,
but they can, and it will.
But they can't, and it won't. The governor herself says they can't. It's violation of federal law. It can't be enforced.
Yeah, but this is the stepping stone to eliminate Roe versus Wade.
That's what they're hoping for. Yeah, that's what they want. They want it to be symbolic, but that's all it is at this point. It's symbolic. So a little bit of a breath of fresh air for now, but it is definitely heading in the wrong direction. The fact that they're even questioning Roe versus Wade is just ridiculous. Like, I can't scream as much as I'd like to, but the amount of stories I've read just today on Facebook of women telling their story, bring tears to your eyes. And if they don't, you're a robot. The fact that anyone in either country thinks it's a good idea to move in that direction is just frightening and sick. And I know Andrew Scheer has mentioned it in the past, and I know he's just chomping at the bit to bring it up in Canada. And this is just fodder for him coming up as the election comes around. He could say, hey, look what they're doing in the States, and a bunch of meatheads that vote for him will agree.
Yep. It's absolutely true. It's insane when a doctor is being threatened to be put in jail for longer than what a pedophile would be thrown in jail for.
Yeah.
But yet, and this is a point that somebody brought up, and I thought this was probably a little bit of an interesting point. If a doctor can now a woman cannot be charged with this. That was one of the things. No. So no woman will ever get charged with having an abortion. The doctor will. But here's the thing. Notice throughout any of this, there's been no mention or word whatsoever about the guy that got the girl pregnant.
Right.
Why isn't he being charged?
Well, for the same reason the woman isn't.
Is it, though? Because why is the doctor being charged? The guy created the life.
Yeah.
So he is partially in cahoots with the whole thing.
But he's not in cahoots with the decision to, or possibly not. Anyway, I don't know. I'm with you on this one. The thing's ridiculous, but even as a symbolic thing, it's ridiculous. But no, in this conversation, the guy is never brought up. For better or worse, even on the positive side of this conversation, the guy doesn't have a say in it.
But here's the really dumb thing. This is a law passed by mainly men, where men are not included in the decision in the sense of, well, don't worry about what the guy does. He's a guy. He's innocent on this.
Yeah.
No. This is what makes it so fucking stupid.
Well, even on the pro-choice side of it, though, the guys aren't considered in it.
But guys are starting to fight for that, to say that a guy should be able to have his say about whether a woman says to keep the baby or not. The guy should have a say. And
I would think so. But
I don't know. See, I don't. I mean, because, again, the woman is the one that has to carry the baby for the 9 months. And face it, she's also the one who's going to be doing the bulk of the raising.
Yeah, you're right.
Fact.
I was gonna argue with you, but you're right.
So no, the guy has no say. I've been in this situation where I was with a girl. She got pregnant. She initially told me that she would be giving up the baby. And then she decided she's going to keep it, and I ended up at a court for fucking years, and just to find out that the kid wasn't mine by the end of it. But that all being said, not once during any of that shit, not once did the thought even cross my mind of saying, why did my opinion matter about whether she should keep it or not? Because you know what? That's not my fucking decision to make. I'm not the one carrying the baby. I'm not the one going through that. And any of these people, and one thing that pisses me off more than anything is 99.99% of these fucking pieces of low-life scum that want to argue this fucking point and say, no, these babies have a right to live. Not one of you fucking pieces of shit fucking adopt children. So go fuck your hat.
I think
you are part of the fucking problem.
Some of them adopt children. I can't say not a single one of them adopts children, but point made.
Too fucking little of the amount, though.
Yeah, so, well, there's too little. There's too little an amount of adoption going on, just in general.
Yeah. And why is that? Because there's too many fucking kids out there.
Well, that's part of it. Yeah, that's one thing we got to quit having kids.
Yeah.
But I think, I guess education has to keep being pushed. You guys tried to take a huge step backwards there. Dougie tried to. Education's the key, and prevention. Just prevent it from happening. Don't get pregnant. Throw a condom on, guys. Every guy who listens to this show, which is the majority of our audience, quit lying. They're not that bad. You're still gonna have sex. It's still gonna be great. Put the fucking condom on and quit whining.
Yeah. But even then, though, condoms aren't 100%. That shit fucking breaks.
97% if you use them right. Don't be stupid about it. But really, yes, we need to start educating these kids and younger people who can't make the decisions on their own and start really forcing contraception on them. Let's stop the problem before it becomes a problem.
And the way to stop the problem is fucking sterilization at birth. You cannot fucking argue that point for me. You can't. It's not possible.
Well, I won't argue it for you, but I still disagree with the government telling us what or manipulating our bodies as babies. That's just a choice I think that should be left up to us, because you're getting into a territory there where you open the door for genetic engineering,
which should also be completely allowed. Why wouldn't you want to genetically modify the fucking baby so you guarantee no disease, guarantee this? Why wouldn't you? You can custom pick everything in your life. Why would you not want to custom pick your fucking child? What's the downside?
The downside is only the elimination of people who are different, and people.
No, the downside is eliminating the burdens of society. That's the downside.
Nah, I don't know if that's necessarily true. Because
nobody's gonna worry about having a fucking baby with Down syndrome any fucking more. You don't have to worry. You can change the genome.
This show in no way is referring to people with Down syndrome as a burden to society. I am absolutely shutting down that train of thought right now. I would never in my lifetime refer to anyone with Down syndrome as a burden.
It's a harsh statement, but it certainly doesn't make anybody's life easier.
Well, it doesn't make anybody's life more difficult.
Oh, fucking right it does. Don't fucking say that, Eric. That's not even true. Of course it makes your life more difficult.
I am not entertaining this line of thinking in no way.
Everything about it. You can't just put them in regular daycare, specialized daycare. Everything becomes specialized. And then once they get older, they don't move out of the house anymore. That is 100% pure care from birth to death.
That is absolutely categorically untrue. And there's examples all over here I can bring. I can introduce you to a happily married couple, both with Down syndrome, right in your old neck of the woods. They live right by where you lived, actually. That is in no way a 100% truth in any way, shape, or form. And I'm a little surprised because when we get into hand-picking our children, then we get into hand-picking that brown eyes aren't right. We start, if you have a propensity for obesity, that's not right. Next thing you know, it's an Aryan argument, and we start handpicking those. All of a sudden, gingers aren't desirable, and they don't get picked anymore. Are you a burden to society?
Have you met me? Clearly. I openly admit it. That's the fucking problem. Nobody's willing to admit the fucking level of burden that they become on society. Fucking right, I'm a burden. Ask anybody who deals with me. I'm a pain in the ass to everybody.
Well, this much I know.
See? Point proven.
But no, I'm not going to entertain that at all. You might be onto something, but I'm not going with the starting picking out who's a burden to society and who isn't. That's definitely